The Triple B Podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff, and please never forget to break bread with your brothers.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast in the house. Hey.
We'll have a little potluck. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to hear everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
Here's a list of trash I hope y'all keep in 2022. I don't want to see none of this shit next year. No straight grown man should be wearing a pair of fucking Crocs. I'd rather get my foot caught in a fucking bear trap than put on a pair of goddamn Crocs. In my eyes, a man wearing these so-called shoes is equivalent to a man wearing a pair of high heels. Trump supporters, enough. It's time for you to go the fuck away. You're embarrassing yourselves, you're embarrassing your family, and you're embarrassing your communities. Sit the fuck down. It's over. Drill music needs to stay in 2022. Not because it's bad, it's because most of y'all ain't good at it. It's like these fast food restaurants. All of them think they need a chicken sandwich on their menu. Just like every rapper think they need at least one drill song on their album. You don't, because you're not fucking good at it. Next, I need y'all to stop spending money on GTA 5. If you keep spending money on this shit, they ain't gonna never bring out GTA 6. Why would they? This game been out for damn near a decade. If you ain't made enough money from in-game play to purchase anything and everything they put out content-wise, and you gotta use real-life fucking cash, you're trash, and you don't know how to play the fucking game. And you can get black Kanye West supporters and excuses way the fuck out of here. He treating white supremacists like they bad bitches, private jetting them around and taking them to dinner with former presidents and shit. Him hanging around with Nick Fuentes is like a cow hanging around with a butcher because the butcher kills pigs. Guess what, dumb fuck? The butcher also kills cows. This makes no fucking sense.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's award season again. We in the house, brothers breaking bread. Ready to do what we do best. Talk shit and celebrate this great podcast we put out every week. How y'all doing, party people? Hey, you know what? Let's go around the horn. Slim AC here. Lady Lavender here. Miss Honey Buns. Joe Jeff. My bad. Tia Mowry, KC Stork here. We normally do check-ins, but since this is award season, we don't give a fuck about how none of you niggas feel. The people are here to hear these awards. But real quick, everybody living all right?
We good.
We good, all right.
All's well.
All is well. Hold on here. Get you out of here. Okay. So as I said, 2022, great year, some great podcasts. You know what it is. You've been here before. It's our end of the year review. We have 11 awards to give out. Each member of our lovely panel will be presenting, and we will be maybe discussing and then awarding. So right off the top, let's get into it. Actually, you know what? I got a clip to play.
They said we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. But here in Louisiana and all over the South, Jim Crow never really left, and the remnants of the Confederacy remain. In 1873, when a black man named PBS Pinchback won a U.S. Senate race, he was never seated. They claimed election fraud. The attacks against black people, our right to vote, and participate in this democracy are methodical. Gerrymandered districts are a byproduct of the Confederacy. Our system isn't broken. It's designed to do exactly what it's doing, which is producing measurable inequity. 1 in 13 black Americans are deprived of the right to vote. 1 in 9 black Americans do not have health insurance. 1 in 3 black children live in poverty. It's time to burn what remains of the Confederacy down. I do believe the South will rise again, but this time it'll be on our terms. I'm Gary Chambers and I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message. They said,
and I'm a little rusty. I should have did a better job loading that up. That was our man, our favorite man that we can't vote for, but sure in the hell would if we could. Gary Chambers from episode 187, Your Math is Not Mathing. This is where Gary is burning the Confederate flag. And what we're going to do for our Best of Sound, which is our number 9 award, for our Best of Sound, we're going to play a clip before each of the other categories. So that was Gary from episode 187, Your Math is Not Mathing. And then we're going to turn the show over to Anthony. You got it, man.
Okay. Well, I have the privilege and the honor to present the Herman Cain, a.k.a. 999, a.k.a. the Cooney Award. And this goes out to the coonings that's been cooning for 2021. So your nominees are Herschel Walker, Kanye West,
Boo.
Clarence Thomas, and Carrie Lake. So drum roll, please. And the winner for the Cooney Award for 2022 goes to Herschel Walker.
Boo.
Boo that nigga. Boo that nigga.
I know we ain't supposed to talk about it too much, but I still say you niggas tripping. Clarence Thomas should have gotten all y'all votes.
Come on, man.
Clarence Thomas has a lot of power, but you got to think Herschel Walker was like a puppet coon, like for real. He was like the biggest Pinocchio.
And Clarence Thomas ain't. He on the Supreme
Clarence
Court.
Thomas, I don't feel like is controllable by anybody.
His wife.
That's what I said. Maybe his wife.
Yeah.
But I feel like Herschel Walker was the exact model of like coon.
Okay.
He represent coonery.
Hey, I feel you, Bosco. I feel you on Clarence Thomas, but Clarence Thomas scored an 80-point game this year. This nigga Herschel Walker averaged 40 a night.
Dog.
He was dropping them.
A night.
Clarence Thomas about to make sure none of them people who are in Congress go to jail.
I also feel like at this point, I don't even know if Clarence Thomas is a coon anymore. He's like beyond coon. We need like a higher title.
That nigga's he's Obi-Wan.
He is transcending the coon.
No, yeah, he Obi-Wan for sure. He talking to niggas from the spirit realm. Oh yeah, he Obi-Wan for real. Yeah.
He's like beyond coon.
We go from coon
the coon Yoda.
He's the Sith Lord, dog. That's what he's the Sith Lord of coons.
He really is. So is he a Tom then? Definitely.
Because I feel like a coon, you might be able to switch back and forth every so often. Like I can see Herschel maybe doing some code switching every so often. Clarence is just stuck. He's not given any kind of leeway in any kind of way to any blackness.
I mean, hey, you know what? That's cool. You know, congratulations, Herschel. Your first ever Coon Award. I'm sure the way you acting, nigga, I'm sure it's gonna be some more for you. So I'm sure it's gonna be great things for you in 2023.
Yes.
All right,
can't wait. His name in 2023.
What'd you say?
I hope I never hear his name in 2023.
I doubt it.
All right,
I think he's gonna lay dormant. He's gonna lay dormant in 2023. He'll make a resurgence in 2024.
You mean they gonna put him back out in the field? They gonna put him back out in the field. That's what's gonna happen. Get back out there, nigga.
He's gonna run for this time.
Right.
All right, for our next soundbite from our best soundbite category, and Your Math is Not Mathing was a hot fire episode because we have Kid Ethers, a YouTuber who came with a bunch of not so facts.
Are the most discriminated against. Now, since everybody wants to say I'm lying, let me tell you some facts, and I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
Okay, see, I tried to get you out of here last time with a simple response.
I don't give a fuck what you think.
Same. And quite clearly that didn't work, so now I'm finna eat through your shit.
But it's a fact that there's been Harvard studies done, polls, and a ton of other evidence to back this fact up.
Plenty of evidence, huh? Well, let's take a look at it. In your 2 videos you make about this topic, you cite this same Harvard study twice. That study actually being a poll of 902 U.S. white adults that says
55% of white Americans feel like they've been discriminated against.
No, that's a lie. 55% of the white people in the study believe that discrimination against white people exists today. And when the 902 participants were asked whether or not any of them had actually been discriminated against themselves, the largest block that said yes was 19% when applying for jobs. Meaning when you said this,
there's about 375 million Americans in this country, in which white Americans make up about 200 million of that. Now 13% or 50 million of that population is black Americans. Now 55% of 200 million is well over 100 million. So when I say that whites are the most discriminated against in this country today, those are facts you can glean yourself, and it ain't getting no better.
What seemingly isn't getting better is your comprehension skills. Seeing as there's about 330 million people in the country, 76.3% of that being white, that being around 251 million people. If we take 55% of that, assuming that study is 100% representative of white people in the country, that means about 138 million white people think that discrimination against them exists. If we take the highest amount of them that actually reported being discriminated against and apply that to the population, that's about 47 million white people that have actually been discriminated against. But wait, it gets worse when you realize that poll is actually part of a broader study that also asked black people, to which 92% said that oppression against them exists today, and the highest block that said yes to actually experiencing discrimination was 60%, and in policing. Using the same population numbers from before, if we run the math on that, that's around 26 million black people that say they've actually been discriminated against, which is over half the white number from earlier, in a country with nearly 6 times as many white people as black people. You know what we call that, kids? Disproportionate. But wait, it gets worse when you realize a poll asking white people how they feel about discrimination is not the same as proving that that discrimination exists. The difference is when black people talk about it, we have evidence.
Like when the mayor of Chicago said she only take questions and interviews from black reporters.
Oh yeah, this was your other evidence. Just conveniently misses the fact that she was talking about for her inauguration anniversary only.
Like those that experienced racial prejudice directly towards them on social media.
Oh yeah, and this article from GOP USA that just conveniently misses the fact that Facebook began prioritizing hate speech against minority groups a year ago because their race-blind algorithm actually was removing more slurs against white people than minorities. Or, you know, also known as a corporation regulating itself to get more profit. So of course a year later you'd see more against white people. For people who claim to not want to do oppression Olympics, you guys are sure throwing that javelin further and further to find something to make it look like you're oppressed. So I beg you, please try again.
Damn. That nigga had time. Oh, bars. All right. And once again, that was a kid. Kid Ether's a YouTuber. They had a little back and forth. And there's also from episode 187, Math is Not Mathy. And then we're gonna roll over to Miss Honeybuns.
But before I hop into the topic, I just know that young man's research papers, I know his citation, his MLA, APA format is on point.
On point.
I need him. I need to find him on the interweb so he can start formatting my papers for me because my reference page is all fucked up. Okay. So I have the privilege, the honor, and the task to talk about the great debaters today. These are the topics that created a little bit of chaos amongst the world and oftentimes led to increased discussion amongst us here, family, at the podcast here. So I'm gonna start with episode 186, and I believe that was the episode of toxic masculinity. We were having that continued conversation around Chris. I was about to say Chris Brown. Sorry.
Well, I mean,
he hit somebody, but no. Chris Rock getting the shit slapped out of him for saying something about Jada. I can't remember all the ins and the outs. Do y'all want to get into the ins and the outs, or just a little small summary?
I know as far as from my part of it, we were talking about how the world had turned on Will. For the most part, it seemed like the one time you call on men to defend the tribe, but then when we use our strength to defend the tribe, we're all of a sudden toxic. But if we don't defend the tribe, we're not seen as men. So that was kind of how the conversation went, as far as I remember.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a double-edged sword situation. Felt like he had to stand in the gap, so forth and so on. Another toxic topic, or where we talked about toxicity, was episode 201, and that was.
You want me to play the clip?
Is it a little clippy clip? Go on and jump
Yes,
into
ma'am.
it.
You have an audio selection. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, son of a gun. Rookie alert.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So the ones that are different colors, they got the audio, the hot pinks.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip.
Do that clip for me, thank you.
It still fucking floored me how many people thought Will was right.
I was amazed.
I was one of them.
Okay, so
why?
Like real talk, real talk.
Yeah, why? No, I did it. And the reason why I said that, because he was simply defending his wife.
One, I'm doing more and trying to build athletes, trying to build young men and women. You know what I'm saying? And basically, the kids were like, "Oh yeah, that's what I need to do," because that's what they think. They think, "Oh, somebody disrespect me, I'm gonna go up and slap him," and then we suspend it for 10 days. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
And they need to understand that, you know what I'm saying, the shit that you would do emulating Will Smith is not going to happen to you because you're not Will Smith. On the surface, a black man slapping another black man is a problem. A man slapping another man, period, human being, is a problem. Doing this shit on fucking international TV is a fucking problem. And so none of this is to be, none of this reality for the rest of the world. And two, it's not to be emulated. But then I did this on a text thread. The kids are kind of going back and forth. Some of the kids are kind of seeing my way of thinking, and they're like, "Yeah, that's just wrong." You know what I'm saying? And they may not thought that initially, but after the I laid out some points, and they were like, "Yeah, I get it." You know what I'm saying? Then my assistant coach, who is retired, you know what I'm saying? He's retired from teaching, but he still coaches, and he came out with the same kind of mindset that Tin has, and I don't think he's backed off of it either. That Chris Rock was the problem.
Really?
For being disrespectful. And I'm like, okay, but Chris Rock is a comedian. That's his job. That's what he does.
And that's part of the reason why I kind of backed off a little bit too. But I'm like, well, Chris Rock was doing his job. He's basically doing his job. He's doing what he gets paid to do.
But
absolutely, and that's make people laugh.
But can we take it a step? Even if you're not doing your job, and we kind of had a talk at work, and I don't know if it's just black men, but men in general, right? We talk about, especially nowadays, last 2 years, male being toxic and masculinity and all that shit, right?
Toxic masculinity.
But there is still a certain segment of society, or society just in general, that expects men to behave in a certain way when the woman or women in their lives, not threatened physically, but whether it just be through words, there's still a part of society that expects us to act in a toxic way, and we're not masculine, we're not men. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we don't talk about when we're talking about it at work. And it's like, we think that Will is a man because he protected, quote unquote, protected his wife, and we think at the same point in time, we're also saying there are people that are saying that Chris Rock is less of a man because he didn't attack Will Smith.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, my little summary didn't do no justice on that one. I'm glad we had the clip. Yes. Okay. Rookie's gonna do better. The next episode was Toxic Femininity. And just to give a real short summary before we hop into the clip, this is back when Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were going through their divorce. And I could say it got shitty because I think somebody did shit on a pillow.
She shit in the bed.
But y'all got the clip. Y'all got the clip.
Here we go. What's up?
I don't know if we talk enough about, we had an episode, Toxic Masculinity. Is toxic femininity a thing?
I think
Sure, why not?
I'm not gonna go there for that one, but
I don't even know if hers is toxic femininity. That's just craziness.
Yeah, I was just gonna say toxic fucking humanity is a thing.
Person.
Yeah,
I think to normalize men being victims of domestic violence as well, you know, because she sounded like she was way, way out of pocket. And she's trying to blame, you know, some mental health concerns, but people got mental health concerns and don't do half of the shit she did. So, yeah, like, you know, she was the abuser in that situation.
Right. But I kind of get what
abuser and trying to take advantage of the situation now monetarily.
Right. Mm-hmm. But I kind of get what Joe was saying though too. I mean, I don't know what you would call it, but there, especially in this world we live in, which is for good reasons, because as more women come forward and stories are told, and you know we're being told, or media pushes out, believe women first, and I think there are some women who are using that to gain a foothold. They're using the rush or push to believe women at all costs. So I guess femininity, right? And in turn, men who get falsely accused are suffering. But on the back end, no one. It's kind of like, okay, that trial, we're hearing about this because they're famous, but there are times when someone's not famous, you hear the initial report of this happened, and then when it comes out not to be true, it kind of doesn't make the news. The fact that it wasn't true.
No, she literally, and this is what I'm saying. The male-female role in a relationship, she has basically assaulted him, and she told him that who's gonna believe you? You're a white man. You're a rich white male. Nobody's gonna believe you. You know what I'm saying? So she was able to use her position as the woman in the relationship to leverage against him and do some.
So that was toxic femininity. If you want to put a label on it, sure. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't want to go around talking about toxic femininity because that, you know, I don't know what that operational definition is. Based off of what you said, it does sound like, yeah, it could be valid, but I think she's presenting on a whole different level of shit. Like, you know, I like to call it and keep it real clean. That man was a victim of domestic violence. I want to normalize that for the men folk out there that's getting hit up financially, hit up physically, hit up emotionally, because that's, you know, that's all bullshit. But yeah, I mean, working off of the definition you gave, yeah, maybe, yeah, it could be toxic femininity because she's using her feminine woes to sway the larger public. But see, in the clinician world, we call that histrionic personality disorder, where you use your feminine woes to change the perception of how you could be viewed. So yeah, she I mean, but I think
you're saying that there's already a definition, a clinical definition for her actions, basically.
Histrionic personality disorder.
Okay, is that just applied to women, or is that applied to men also?
No, men could be histrionic as well.
So is there a clinical definition for toxic masculinity?
Is that a clinical definition? I guess
it's not a clinical It's not a clinical phrase. So it's more like a popular culture phrase. So you may have started something, heard it first on Brothers Breaking Bread podcast.
Oh shit, Kim coming with that DSM.
Yeah, that DSM-5 sitting in the back. Got that whole tabbed out.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I did that today. That was a little bit of my hobby. So moving into some more toxic ass shit. From our first award winner, we're gonna slide into episode 288, and this is we talked about a lot in regards to that Takeoff the Mask episode, but I believe the clip we're gonna move into is fuck ass Herschel Warkle. Or Hershall. I like the way that gets pronounced too. I feel like that's totally appropriate in this situation. And the abortion clinic situation.
All right.
It wasn't my shining hour on that one, but y'all got the clip.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Is it important that we hear this?
So nothing anybody says about Herschel Walker is going to change anybody's mind that already has decided I'm going to vote for Republican. People they've interviewed are also agreeing with that. Like, oh yeah, I don't really think he's qualified, but we need to keep it red. And so nothing anybody says makes a difference. So is it good that she shared this? Sure, because we know there's another piece of evidence against him. Is it going to make a difference that she shared this? No.
Are we sure that this shit doesn't make a difference? Like, go to the website 538. Check out the polling data. This shit is close as hell.
It's very close, yeah. I agree.
Whether it makes a difference or not, isn't it important to take the mask off? So whether it makes a difference or not, at least the mask is off, and anything you have in regards to speculation, in regards to an agenda, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly him being put in that place in the Senate is an agenda being served. We all know that. So, I mean, there's, you can, play with words as much as you want after the fact, but if he still wins and the mask is off, you can't deny what you're doing.
And every single thing he does, especially related to any legislation on that issue, is going to be tagged by this information. And it's more powerful than just having the one woman do it. Now it's been confirmed by a second witness. That's how we felt about Cosby. When it happened to Cosby, it's like, oh man, I don't believe it. That was Heathcliff Huxtable. He ain't do no shit like that. And then as 26 more women came forward, like, yeah, that nigga did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I just sat back and I listened to the whole interview, and at one point in the interview, she's talking about he drove me, I went back by myself. I am a doula, so I've helped women through this process, and they go back there by themselves. You can't have another human back there. I feel like some of that was turned up heavy, and the only thing I go back to is, yes, sis, honesty counts, and I'm glad that she came forth and she told her story. You just exposed a lot of yourself. I feel like this is going to affect her in a major negative way. It's all bad. I mean, she gave a lot of details. 6 years.
How do you think she'd be affected if she sat on this story?
She sat on it for years.
But it wasn't important until now.
This nigga
wasn't up for Senate until this year.
You're looking at it from this light, and I see what you're saying. The political
I ain't
piece.
said it yet. I ain't said it yet, Kim. Let me say it. So if he gets elected and then he passes legislation, he's the decisive vote that passes legislation that creates a national ban on abortion, and she sits on that information that she thinks possibly could have swayed some votes and let people know who this really is. She's saying that honesty matters, and she feels like Herschel Walker is out here doing the bullshit. If she had a chance to say something about it and she sat on it, how do you think she lives with that information?
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was valid. Okay. Oh, this last one, episode 231 was Fact Over Feelings. And in this Fact Over Feeling episode, I do believe this clip is, which one of them twins? Let me not mess it up. Tia Mowry declared her marriage a success following her divorce. And so she had this idea that even though her marriage had dissolved and ended in divorce, or was ending in divorce, she still found it to be very successful. I had my feels about it, and other people did too.
I feel like as women, we tend to focus on everyone else's happiness and make sure everyone else is okay. Men don't do that.
I don't think she was negating that. I don't think I think both parties do that.
I think when she says, I feel like as women, she's negating it.
Well, I think she's definitely, there's somewhere where she's negating what he is or isn't providing. She's negating that he's providing something.
I think she's saying that she is making herself a priority, and she realizes that could be selfish. And maybe she needs to take that time to focus on herself. I think she's making an I statement, not necessarily focusing anything on her husband, or ex-husband. I think she's realizing that she was using her husband to fill a void within her that she should have been able to fulfill herself. I was over here back in my moment, like, yeah, we don't use other people to fill people's voids. So I guess now this is when we go through and we do the whole votey.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we all know that I'm blind as a bat. Let me zoom in here. I need to get my readers. Leave me alone. All right, so for episode 186, what say ye? Who's our yays?
196? No, 196?
I'm sorry, 196.
I'll go yay.
Okay, so we got one yay for the 196. 201, toxic femininity. Oh, not a 1. Okay, episode 228.
I'll say yay.
I say yeah on 228.
Okay, yeah, I'm going for 228 myself. And then episode 231.
No one.
No one, okay. All right. So if I would have been paying attention, I would have seen all the X's. It would have been episode 228.
That nigga got 2 awards.
Technically, yes.
I give that nigga too much credit.
Damn, but no.
Nigga, when you having an MVP season, you having an
Nah,
MVP.
nah,
Showing up and showing out.
nah. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Ones, man.
Y'all disgust me.
That nigga gave us some good ones all the way up until November 8th.
So we don't have to get deep into it, but I mean, anybody want to talk about or discuss or even say, you know, because a clear winner. Why you voted for Hershall or not the other ones? However you want to talk about it.
I thought it was like actual debate. Like people had different opinions and were sharing those and trying to help others understand their opinions in a very nice, clear way. I thought it was good. And it was good to hear the different perspectives because I think some of the different perspectives, even in the moment, helped me think differently about different things that were happening with Hershall.
Okay.
To me, what it did was it provided questions. You know, it asked a lot of questions on, you know, what if this person did get elected and, you know, some of the decision making, especially about Roe v. Wade and everything, how if this woman had sat on this information, how would she feel if she did not divulge this information, you know, prior to him getting elected?
Okay.
It left a bunch of questions to be asked.
Yeah, that was a viewpoint that I didn't even think about. Like, how would one feel if you know, knowing this information and she sat on it for so long? So, you know, looking back on it, I did come down kind of hard on sis, but I think, you know, the fact that she was able to tell her truth, she could have really changed the trajectory of history. So, you know, that self-sacrifice was kind of bomb. I didn't see it in the moment, but going back and listening to it, I definitely see it now.
Good. Cool. All right. And just from my standpoint, like Hershall, that would have been my second vote for sure. But I think the way I vote is because just you grow up being taught being a man is a certain way, and then it takes a great deal of energy and time to break a lot of the things that you were taught as a young boy. So
yeah,
you know, I just really enjoyed that discussion that we had about what it means, I guess, masculinity and if it's toxic and all that good stuff. All right. Before we get into our next, go ahead. My bad. Before we get into our next topic, episode, and we must have been on fire that night because episode 186 and 187 were recorded the same night. So yeah. So this guy's from Hope for the Harvest. We just basically titled this poem or speech, "What is White Privilege?"
We learned your French. We learned your English, we learned your Spanish, we learned your Dutch, your Portuguese, your German. You learned our nothing, you called us stupid. That's white privilege. And I'm sure it probably hurts for you to hear those two words, kind of like gunshots and explosions from those commissioned to protect you with whisking past your ears. What is white privilege? It is the only 5 decades of legal acknowledgement expected to correct 400 years of white transgression. It's crack versus cocaine. Blacks receiving almost 20% longer sentences for the same exact offenses. Like, for instance, a black man without a record is less likely to get a job than a white felon, or maybe it's because we're lazy and we don't work hard enough. Like, what the fuck? 400 years in the same field literally is an incredible resume builder. It is Katrina answering the government's prayers of eugenics, Dick Cheney going fishing the next day, Condoleezza on a shopping spree, Bush in San Diego, but Kanye is the one you call crazy because, like, it only took the USA 2 days to get aid to Asia, but 5 for FEMA to get to Canal Street and Esplanade. It is the one black kid who beat the shit out of the odds, but only thanks to Sandra Bullock, Michelle Pfeiffer, and the White Shadow, so now we all can make it. It is the only time thousands of white people are cheering for the black kid to win. It is in the stadium. It is you looking at me crazy if I told you to go back to Europe, even though we didn't have a say. It is you, all of a sudden, having a problem with immigration like this isn't even your nation. How the hell do you discover some shit that wasn't even missing to begin with? You Columbus our traditions. Had white girls twerking in high definition with multicolored hair and purple nails, but it was ghetto when we did it. Oh, I'm making you uncomfortable. Try a cramped slave ship, but wait. Slavery is over now. It's just called the prison system because, like, you're not racist because you don't use the N-word, but y'all use niggas every day. What is white privilege? It is the acceptance of bombs over Baghdad, but not over Boston. It is European history being taught as a major and African as an elective. It is learning about my people only 28 days like I'm not black every fucking second as every white boy. With the fuck my braids out, not because I'm pretty, but because I'm pretty for a black girl. It is people thinking that Africa is one nation. It is the waving of the Confederate flag like you didn't lose the battle and then telling us to get over slavery. It is people saying that black people destroyed neighborhoods, but forgetting that white people have destroyed continents. It is every time I bring up my plight, some white man has to tell me that I'm crazy, but is kind enough to praise my English or say that we're all given the same opportunities, even though he has a family history of wealth, and I don't even know my family history at all. Is the justification of police brutality. Like, what did that person do? I'm sure it doesn't hurt as much when the victim doesn't look like you. It is people thinking that affirmative action is an unfair advantage instead of keeping the qualified from being unfairly disadvantaged or throwing out a qualified applicant because their name sounded too African American. Is Newports imported into black communities, but black boys exported for weed as big plastic asses that are called fat when we naturally have them. It is an Australian woman whose new classic of rap music is everyone who hears this poem dismisses all this truth I just spit as reverse racism. That is white privilege. Thank you.
Woo! Shit. I need what?
Nigga.
Forget hype music. I need that shit before a football game. I go out there and try to kill fucking everybody.
Nigga, I need a tissue. That was fucking powerful.
Powerful. Every time I listen to it, I love it. And you know what, Kim? My bad. We you know, I owe you this. We already announced the winner though. Okay, but I owed you that. All right, man. Moving on to our next category. Slim AC, take it away.
All right, so I get the black privilege of announcing the category where our counterparts, white privilege, didn't work out so well for them in these moments. So before I jump into the category, I just want to preface it with our 2021 winner, which was episode 147, Don't Tread on Me.
Wow.
You guys remember the Don't Tread on Me episode last year, so that didn't work out for them well with their white privilege either. So for this year, our nominees are, we started with episode 185, which was the Mayo murders.
My bad.
So in this particular episode, we had two neighbors. It was the two neighbors, the guy put mayonnaise on the other guy's sandwich.
Yes.
And he told him he didn't want mayonnaise on his sandwich. And apparently this was his best friend, but their best friend relationship was not stronger than mayonnaise. So he murdered the dude for putting mayonnaise on his sandwich.
as episode 185. Yeah, again, you said that was a hot night. So
hot night.
Moving on to the next nominee. We have episode 178, The Great Resignation, where our people from the Don't Tread on Me episode of 147 received their sentences for their January 6th, what they call it, their January 6th incident, not insurrection. We had people receiving 3 months and people receiving 30 days and people receiving 6-month sentences for an attempted break and entry on the capital of the United States of America. So as a country, I feel like that was a terrible moment in white privilege. It showed the world what white privilege really is. Also, on that episode, you had more from Amber Heard and Johnny Depp in their ongoing saga as well. Next one, episode 224, Stealing from the Poor. So this shitbag Brett Favre was caught stealing money from the state of Mississippi, and all of us who are fairly educated know that Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the country.
In the country.
I don't have the actual numbers to say it is, but we know it is. It is fighting with them.
Yes.
He basically took $5 million to build a stadium for Southern Mississippi University, a school that nobody gives a fuck about, for his daughter to play volleyball, and basically, told everybody, hey, hope he didn't get caught, but still has not been really reprimanded. I haven't heard anything from it, and it is still going on. But stealing taxpayer money and Social Security money and all kinds of money from the state of Mississippi when they can barely afford to do anything, and they still have shitty drinking water and don't have running water, great water and everything like that. He was just a real asshole during that episode. So. Next, we have episode 218, Killer Monkey Gang. We have a young woman, Asian woman, who has a boyfriend who she is basically showing she went and got him like at an auction. And we have a young black man who's standing there and essentially letting himself be shown off as like an auctioned off slave. And she's filming him and talking about him as if he is a piece of property that she just acquired from a slave auction block. That episode was really ridiculous because she believed that this was cool, and apparently some of her people, she got a lot of views on it, so apparently the white privilege out there thought it was what you should be doing. Then we had episode 220, Raw Cotton Pocket Squares. We basically had a corporate company decided they want to throw an old antebellum South company party, and invited everyone to come, dressed as slave masters, slave owners, had it in an old plantation type house with fields, and we had the most brilliant nigga, I think, in America at the time come dressed as a slave, barefoot.
He need to be CEO.
He needs to own that company. But he came and basically called them out on their bullshit and played the role, and in it, had their white privilege backfire on them. And got them fired. So he had everything. His barefoot, straw hat, hence the title, the cotton squares in his shirt. So that one was a really strong episode as well. And then in episode 222, Lizzie in a Box coming in strong. The definition of that, as we had British people who were mad at the Black and Irish in an ironic way after all of the bullshit that was committed by the Crown and all the atrocities that have been committed by the Crown. They had the nerve to be mad that people would celebrate the fact that she died. I don't know anybody who wouldn't celebrate the fact that someone who you considered evil and done evil things to your people and evil things to your country. I don't understand why you wouldn't think that those people would party when that person died, but they definitely did party. And so I think that was a definition of white privilege going wrong, that they thought that people would be sad that the evil witch was gone. So those are the categories, the episodes. Before we get into an announcement of the winner, did anybody want to throw any input on anything?
Well, I was gonna say that that episode in 222, man, I thought niggas was going off on it, boy. The Irish was going in. Oh, some of their quotes was on fire, dog.
Absolutely.
Was rough.
They was partying.
They were kicking it.
Oh man.
I think somebody slipped in under the radar on this one.
Who?
Episode 218, it was the Asian woman. And I thought not so great moments in white privilege. But was there actually a Caucasian woman? Did she like hop on the trend after she saw the Asian woman do it? Or were we counting the Asian?
It's not that. It's the fact that this Asian woman was trying to exemplify and practice the whiteness that she passes for
European
as an Asian
standard,
woman
yes.
by selling a black man.
Exactly.
So
selling a black man.
But it was a whole trend on TikTok. Yes, to answer the other part of your question.
Right. So I feel like really she kind of got in there and she said, I could do what the white women's do. I mean, I don't know.
And she got to find out, how
That's
white
fine.
privilege
You
can
want-
backfire.
Hey,
Yeah.
silly games, silly prizes.
She did fuck around and she did find out.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Roger, if you want to drop that drum roll. So this year's winner of Not So Great Moments in White Privilege is episode 220, Raw Cotton Pocket Square.
That shit's so good. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when that nigga came in there in them slave garments.
Especially when they pulled out the bag of cotton and dropped the cotton on the ground. Like, let's make this real. Let's make some cotton.
That white woman was coming down them steps. She was so unhappy. She was so unhappy in the pictures.
The fact I
Just be part of that brainstorming session would have been nice. Like, what can we do to make it seem even more like we're enslaved and like these people are our masters?
The nigga hive mind was operating at 120% that day, nigga. They was ready.
Look, she was talking about sitting in on the planning meeting. I wanted to sit in on this nigga at home deciding what he was going to do.
Dog, I know.
He was going to wear.
I know he was humming. I know he was humming. Hey, putting the motherfucking burlap pants on. That nigga was dancing a jig because he knew he was about to fuck up their lives. I love it. I love it.
Strutting down. I could see him strutting down the path, kicking his heels up, dog.
And you know his my bad. Go ahead, AC. I stepped on you.
No, you good. I just said I'm sure he walked into that party proud, chest out, barefoot, with the cottons in his shirt.
Dog, and I know that nigga had the most ignorant slave accent ever. Hold on now, miss. I'm trying to get the cotton. Just stupid.
Full Morgan Freeman, huh?
Full Morgan Freeman, dog. Driving Miss Daisy. The ancestors smiled that day, bro. They smiled that day. They said, we don't agree with slavery, but we agree with you making these motherfuckers feel bad about it. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
They
all right.
around and found out.
Well, you get to hear more of my voice. I have the next category, but before we roll into the go to sleep, we have a little clip fuck around and find out has been a hot topic this year. And we got a spokesperson. We found a spokesperson, I should say.
All right, today we're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. So first we have to decide how much do we want to find out. So let's say in this case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. That there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
My bad, I found it. It's actually from the FAFO episode, the XY axis of effing around, episode 225. Episode 225.
Oh my God, it was.
What?
I love that sound bite, man.
Oh, that's good. I have several T-shirts that have FAFO on it. I love wearing them to work, so people can ask me what does it mean. All right, man. So rolling into our fourth award, the Go to Sleep Award. These are awards where maybe the passions had arisen, or maybe nigga just said something real ignorant that probably shouldn't have been said. It goes a lot of ways. Starting off first, episode 199, we have Anthony, super thirsty. I don't know what's different. Always thirsty.
Fuck
But
y'all. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
at ease, soldier. Roll that clip.
Hello, Queen.
How y'all doing this evening?
Great.
Hey, the word on the street was you need a 10.
Yeah.
Sure did, always. I hope.
After you remitted them cakes.
Ate them cakes in the rain. Number crumbs left on the table.
Somebody's cakes got blessed this week.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
What? Your cakes got blessed this week?
Your cakes got blessed.
Yes, my cakes got blessed this week.
My bad. I was booting up and I was like, we was about to start, and I said, oh shit, hold on. Wait a minute. Because usually you hit me up.
Afterthought. I remember that.
Ain't no afterthought. Usually like, about 9 o'clock. Like, what y'all doing?
You should ask me. Cause you
want to contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why your voice get all deep, nigga?
Joe's face is killing me right now. Looking at us.
This nigga's voice got all deep.
We see you looking at us.
Hey, girl. If you wanna get on the show, you gotta hit me up. You know.
You should
call 1-800-NAT. Mix a lot. Kick the nasty thoughts.
So who up next on these good old introductions?
10 meters. How you living, pimp?
Oh, I'm great now. We got Miss Kim on the show. Shoot, I am great.
Nigga, the thirst dog. Come on, relax.
Hey,
relax,
Joe.
nigga, relax.
Joe, I am relaxed. Joe, just mind your business, bro.
Horny. Anyway.
Fuck y'all, man.
I
Fuck
forgot.
y'all.
That nigga came out the gate hot.
I hate y'all.
And once
Why do
again,
I get
episode
nominated every year?
Episode 199. Anthony super thirsty. Next up, wow, this is a great follow-up. Episode 211. Kim on government in my guts. This is hey, chef's kiss. Let's go.
My closing remark is this. In my prayers the other night, I was asking, because I prayed the way I talk, I was like, Lord, just deliver something to my guts. Put something in my guts. And I did not.
Whoa. You said the Lord to deliver something in your guts?
Stand down, 10. Stand down, 10.
Is that what 10 means? Hold on, ma'am. You can't get on this podcast talking about after the Lord.
Stand down.
Hey, that nigga 10.
That's what Donald Trump said that one time.
That nigga 10 meters got. That nigga 10 meters got a fucking satchel of grapes and he about to fucking take off right now. He about to be in Kansas City in 10 minutes. She said, Lord, deliver something in my guts.
Miss Kim, I apologize for
that nigga. Hey, that nigga 10 about to show up in a white robe with some blood, talking about it's the blood of Christ, nigga. What is up?
What the fuck?
You talking about the blood of the Lord and the bread? Oh no! Okay.
Hey, you say in my guts, in my guts.
The way I talk is how I pray. God knows my heart. Y'all leave me alone.
Oh, I'm crying.
Okay. No, sorry. I'm so sorry.
That was episode 211.
That nigga Rajay shit.
Kim knowing what she needs. Government in my guts. Next up, episode 222. Your boy I was probably tripping a little bit. Negroes, Lizzie in the box. Give it to my mama. This your boy acting stupid. Wait, I just need to. I saw the title. Damn you, Joe. Anyway. I mean, it was put in the chat. I don't know. Do we want to mention that Ruby Bridges is what'd you say, Kim? 68?
68.
She old my mama. She fine. I hate that she can still get it because my mama would not get it, and I'd be mad if she tried to give it to her.
Hey, you want to sit on the couch, bro?
Huh?
You want to sit on the couch?
Is Ruby gonna be there?
He got the complex. He need to work out.
I know,
Yeah.
man.
Apparently you do.
What? Where this nigga come from? I said you cannot give it to my mama.
69th Street, nigga.
Okay. I hate all you dusty ass niggas.
Shit.
Okay. All right. That was me acting stupid. Episode 222. Roger. Nigga opinions. Lizzie in the box. Give it to my mama. I think my words have been misrepresented. Episode 229. Zeb and Joe. Anti-melanation league. Kyrie at fault. Let's get it.
Let's talk. I mean, you want to talk about it? Let's talk about what they do in Israel.
Hold on, dog. Joe Kosher. My bad. I'm just like, I played them, but like the titles of the clips, they're coming to me. Let's get it.
To the Palestinians, what they do in the Gaza Strip. No, we've had that conversation. We've had that conversation. Even when they wrong, they right. Even when they wrong, they right. They don't give a fuck.
No, do you?
So if this nigga says something out of pocket, I don't give a fuck. He's ours. Why the fuck are we selling him down the road?
I don't see that.
I see it.
Yeah. Well, you see something different than I do, bro. I see a group of people that have a certain level of power and control that we have the ability to also eventually accomplish.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Well, if you say we don't, then we definitely don't.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's talk about the self-affirmation. Fuck that shit. There's a thing called history.
No, I'm not talking about
things
self-affirmation. I'm saying
they had a Holocaust.
If you don't think a thing can be achieved, then
I get that. I understand that. State of Israel, if you dream it is, I get that. Okay, I watched the movie too. But I'm saying to you, there's a thing called history. Not important. There's a thing called history.
Bro, stop trying to belittle everything.
Zeb, I'm not trying to belittle. I'm trying to make a goddamn point, man. You told me the other day or a year ago that you don't like being interrupted, man. When I'm trying to make a point, you keep jumping in. What's up?
Spare me, bro.
I'm saying spare me.
Nigga, you do it all the fucking time.
Okay.
You interrupt people all the time, bro.
All right, man.
I'm not gonna get into that with you. I'm not gonna say what
all right, man. No. Go ahead and say it. You got it, man. Go ahead. You got it.
I said what I said. So say what you need to say.
I was trying to, bro, but I got interrupted.
Okay, so don't pout. Say it.
I'm not pouting. Nigga, I don't remember what the fuck it was. I got interrupted, man. I just said I don't remember it because I got interrupted.
Well, my bad.
What do you want me to say, man? What would you like me to say now?
I apologize for interrupting.
I don't give a fuck if you apologize.
That's fine. That's cool. Here, take a kiss. There you go. Like you the first person that's ever been interrupted on this.
Zeb, ain't nobody said nothing about nothing shit like that. Ain't nobody said no shit nothing like that.
Spare me.
And you spared, nigga. I ain't said shit.
All right, we done with this topic. We moving on. What's happening?
I don't know. Run the show, nigga. I don't know. Y'all do what y'all want to do.
I don't have the agenda.
You don't. You don't have an agenda, but you got something to say. Say it.
I said what I wanted to say,
Well, good.
I know. Thank you. All right. Never, ever, ever miss a chance to break bread with your brother.
Damn, that might be like go to sleep and great debate. Shit, fuck. So that's our 4. I'm sorry, somebody say something? Those are our 4 nominees for this award, the Go to Sleep Award. And let me just go ahead. Last year, 2021, we had co-winners. We had Anthony. They're going to take our podcast phone calls, episode 153. Outman Shredder, episode 155. Triple D European, episode... What? Oh, okay. I see what happened there. Yeah. There's a lot of winners. We couldn't figure it out. And before we get into it, or the voting, that's what this show is about, man. Sometimes we get on sensitive topics, but it's family, and family sometimes fight. I don't even fight. Just have very healthy fellowship. I'm sorry, intense fellowship. There we go. That's what the guy said on the Steve Harvey show. He said, me and my wife we've been married 20 years. We never had a fight, but we have had intense fellowship. So whatever. But so we go around. I mean, we can do it around the horn method here as far as voting. So for episode 199, Anthony, super thirsty. Any yays out there? Any yays? Okay. Going. Moving on. Episode 211, Kim on government in my guts. Any yays out there? I know you're horny.
I'm saying yay.
I know Tim's horny ass to say yeah.
I'm saying yay.
I'm saying yay too. So that's 3. Episode 222, Roger, Nigropeans, Lizzie in the box, give it to my mama. Any yays out there?
Honorable mention.
That is probably an honorable mention. I was acting stupid. Zeb, well, I'm going to say Ruby Bridges could get it. That's crazy. Zeb and Joe, Anti-Melanation League, Kyrie at fault. Yays out there.
I got to vote for that one. It was still on brand. Like Zeb was like giving people kisses and using our end of show tagline at the end of his little conversation there. Like, never forget to break bread with your brothers. I thought it was great.
That's one.
Everybody needs to go to sleep on that episode.
Yeah, I mean that's where my vote is. I think it's the beautiful part of friendship, of disagreements, of people like having loves and having passions for each other. That was where my vote is.
Okay. What say you, Joe? The one man not to vote. He's taking it out. Okay, so I mean, there's a vote out there, but by default, I guess Kim, government in my guts, you are the winner.
Woo, thank God it's not me this year.
Hello.
Hold on, my bad. I'm fucking up. Kim, the Lord heard your cries. You've been blessed.
Actually, no, the Lord has not heard my cries.
Hold on, man. We're getting personal again. At ease, soldiers. At ease.
We're going down the rabbit hole.
At ease. Why you looking up? Why you looking up there? He ain't up there. What you doing?
You about to fuck around and find out.
Sir, put your knee back in your pants.
10, you was 1 win short of a dynasty, bro.
Damn, you were.
Yeah.
It was 1 win short of a dynasty.
There's still time. 2023 has just begun.
Only just begun.
It's time for a comeback.
Nope.
This year.
Not this year.
Hey, Joe. Did you have a vote for the last one? Your camera went away. I don't know if you was away from the mic or not.
No, I was away from the mic. Nah, we're good. We'll keep going.
Okay, keep it going. Cool. So of course, like I said before, clips in between. Next clip up is when KBJ was nominated by Madam Vice President, and this is gonna be episode. Ooh, did it change color? Oh, whoever did this, thank you. Episode 197. If you tell a lie long enough. KBJ confirmed by Senate. Let's get it. Okay, Roger, don't be rookie moves.
Vote. The yeas are 53, the nays are 47, and this nomination is confirmed. Under the previous order, the motion to reconsider is considered made and laid upon the table, and the President will immediately be notified of the Senate's action.
Madam President, very happily, I note the absence of a quorum.
The clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Baldwin.
Historic. Love it. On to you, Lady Lavender.
Yeah, so our next category is called the Hallmark Hall of Fame. So that clip fits perfectly. It was a very heartwarming moment. I mean, even just now, I got a little bit of chills in my arm as just listening to the cheers and thinking of the impact that KBJ and as well as Kamala Harris are going to have on young people and old people and all kinds of people for who knows how long. So this category is all about those heartwarming moments. So episode 182 as well as episode 188 featured Miss Brown Jackson. Is that the name? Why am I just forgetting her name?
Ketanji.
Is it Brown Jackson? Is that right?
I think so.
Okay, yes. Justice Brown Jackson being nominated and being sworn in. Episode 186, it was called Hope of the Harvest, and there was a section in there where we talked about how to fight the legislation on CRT, which is not really even a thing in most schools on the secondary and elementary level, as well as college level. Episode 217, the episode was called Second Date, all about the court date, but there's a part in there where we talked about Bo Jackson and how he was giving money to a lot of people down in Uvalde, which is where there was a mass shooting at the end of the school year, last school year. Episode 220, in that episode where we had talked about the raw cotton pocket squares, there was a segment where we talked about Serena Williams, Allison Felix, and their retirement and the great things they've done for their sports, as well as Bill Russell and the great attention he's brought to his sport as well. And his, I think, number was being retired. Episode 223 and episode 228. In Houston at that point, there were 3 black coaches of 3 major sports that were just doing really great and making it to championship events in their sport, championship titles in their sports. So that was really cool. So last year in this category, we had a young black girl named Zalia Avant-Garde who won the spelling bee. And that was really, really awesome. I think she was the first black person to win the spelling bee. Episode 137 was that one. And for this season of this year, 2022, drum roll, please.
My bad. Premature drum roll.
2022 Hallmark Hall of Fame winner was Ketanji Brown Jackson, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, in episode 182 as well as episode 188, Black Woman Justice. So congratulations to her for all the impact she's had and all the work she's doing already within the United States Supreme Court, which may not be that supreme right now in my mind, but it's all good.
It's all good. Love it. Love it. All right. Gonna keep it moving as we go through our awards. Next up will be the Donald J. Trump Bag of Dick Awards. But before we get into that, we have a clip from our Big Bang P. Putin's episode 188, Big Bang P, Putin's invasion to the Ukraine explained. And when I mean explain, the young lady here, she broke it down to the broker down. Let's get it.
Okay, so boom. We was mad at Big T for being cool with Big Bang P, but Big Bang P just linked up with China, and if I'm not mistaken, Big Bang P is one of the richest men in the world, and everybody and their mama owe China some money, so we might have an issue, but this what happened. Big Bang P was looking at Ukraine, and he like, I like that territory. It's like real close to Russia, and I feel like it belongs to us, so I'm finna come get it. So he done moved his military close to the border, and he letting them know, like, I'm finna come get it, like, just letting y'all know, right? And so Ukraine is like, we don't know what he's gonna do. So they got their military out there teaching their citizens how to do Taibo just in case they gotta defend themselves. But some of the citizens, they like, you know what? Big Bang P, he is kind of crazy, but he ain't finna bust a grape. And if he do bust a grape, guess what? America gonna come over here and help us. But my whole thing is like, I don't know if y'all forgot what happened in Afghanistan, but we was over there for over 20 years and nobody understood the assignment. So personally, I just would not put all my eggs in the American basket. I didn't see the type of people that are American military employed, and no disrespect, but y'all need to go to them continuation schools in the hood and go get you some real shooters. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, so Biden done hopped in, right? So Big Daddy Biden, he done hopped into the mix, and he like, look, P, stop playing with me. I know you're trying to be funny because America over here arguing about abortion rights and affirmative action during Black History Month, but I ain't got time for this right now. So if you pull up over there, it's gonna be some smoke. And you're gonna get sanctions. I'm sending you a whole receipt. Like, you're gonna have to pay this bill. And P is like, bruh, let me tell you something. By the look of the inflation in America and y'all homelessness problem y'all got over there, y'all need this money. So go ahead and send me the bill, bruh. I'll pay it in cash. And so at this point, it's out of our hands.
On to you, Joe.
We are, again, on the Donald John Trump Bag of Dicks Award. And it was apropos that Big Bang P was clip before because he is one of our nominees. Putin is, again, let me explain the category. Basically what it is we are going to give out a small bag of dicks for somebody who did a small asshole of shit. We're going to give a medium bag for somebody who's a little bit more of an asshole, and the biggest asshole of them all is getting a big bag of dicks to insert in that asshole. So, with that being said, as we said, Putin, for starting the war against Ukraine, is one of our nominees. We also had Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, two members of the Senate. Republicans would call those people rhinos. Democrats, I guess, call them dinos. I don't know what they call them. But they have been Democrat in name only at crucial moments in the last year or the last 2 years, threatening to withhold their votes on critical bills that Biden and the Senate Democrats would like to see passed. Mass shooters. It's been a very ugly year. I think we had back-to-back, very tragic situations in June with what happened in Buffalo, where you had a shooter acting like he was in a video game, going around and picking off black people, even though he was, giving white people passes, like they was on his team. And then you had the shootings of children in Uvalde at the elementary school. So that's what it got nominated for. But then as the year wore on, we saw, I think there was a big one in Denver. I know there was one at a college campus where football players were basically coming for people they used to be on the team. I guess they got cut. I don't remember exactly what the circumstance was, but there were a lot of ugly mass shootings this year. And so we felt like those shooters deserve to sit and spin on a bag of dicks. So there's that. We just listened to the clip about Ketanji Brown Jackson, and we listened to Kamala Harris as president of the Senate read that announcement. And the announcement said that the yays were 53 and the nays were 47. We want to give a dick to each one of those 47 people for voting no. Why the fuck would you vote no against the first black woman to be on the Supreme Court?
Brett Favre. He's somebody we gonna put on our Brett Reed watch. Anytime this motherfucker pop up, we gonna find out about it. We gonna say something. So he's on Brett Reed watch. We are going to be making sure that nobody forgets that this motherfucker stole money from the poorest people in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Ron DeSantis and help me out, AC. Who's Hot Wheels? What's his name?
That is Governor Greg Abbott of the state of Texas.
Yeah, bitch ass.
Abbott.
Greg Abbott of Texas. What they did, we had an episode called
He's called Hot Wheels because he's in a wheelchair, or is there something else?
Nah, that's why it's called Hot Wheels. Yeah.
That's really funny.
He is nominated because we had an episode called stealing the poor, stealing from the poor, however you want to word it. I think Brett Favre was stealing from the poor. These people were actually stealing the poor. Hot Wheels and Ron DeSantis were snatching up people and taking them out of, who had come across the border illegally, and taking them and dumping them up in New England and said, let the liberal elites deal with them. And Ron DeSantis, punk ass, didn't even have real Mexicans. He had to go import Mexicans from Texas to ship them up to Boston, which is fucking ridiculous. So we want to make sure that nigga gets the dick too. Kanye is pretty self-evident. That nigga's been wilding the fuck out. He is way the fuck off his meds. And what'd he say? He's treating white supremacists like bad bitches. So that nigga deserves a bag of dicks or two. And then I think we had a late entry or an honorable mention here for George Santos, a lion-ass Republican from New York who is to be seated tomorrow, I believe, or maybe not tomorrow, 2 days from now. And this nigga is not going to give up that seat because he lied and schemed his way perfectly into that spot. And y'all didn't do shit to Trump, so you ain't going to do shit to me. All right. Anybody have anything they want to say about these people before we announce?
The George Santos shit is so wild to me. I literally had to explain my whole life to the military to get a security clearance, just basic level security clearance. I had to tell them why I had the bill. I had to tell them why I had child support. I had to tell them anything that I was late on. I had to explain every credit, every debit I ever had. And this nigga just, I went here. Nobody fact checked that? Or they only do it to niggas? I'm trying to figure this out.
That's the part I don't understand. He ran the whole fucking campaign, had to be there. He had to make commercials, had to have been in a debate. Newspapers probably were like, vote for George Santos, but nobody was like, let me check to verify what the fuck he did and said about himself. I don't understand it.
That's just wild to me. I'm talking about paperwork this thick I had to fill out for a basic ass level security clearance. I don't understand what's happening right now, but that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I would say the difference would be that your job was hired probably by the federal government. States run elections. And so I know it's for a federal position, but the state has to probably set up the vetting process.
I get it, but people work at Burger King, they dig into they references more than they did this nigga.
Well, this nigga gonna get an honorable mention dildo, so
yeah, he is. But I'm just saying
he can dig into his ass too. You know what I'm saying?
But digging in his, that's well played, son. Well played. But yeah, okay, you got it, bro.
The 2021 winners were, some of our favorites. The Freedom, who's been cocking us, the Freedom Caucus, and those members were Lauren Boebert, Josh Hawley, Paul Gossard, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Jim Jordan. They didn't find their way into the category this year, and I'm kind of surprised by that. I don't know if they've, headed for the hills or if they're about to start acting up this year because, Republicans have gained the Senate back. I'm sorry, not the Senate, the House. My bad.
There's been some infighting among some of them.
You had Boebert and Taylor Greene was beefing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was some wild shit.
I feel like she just said something dumb in the past 2 weeks, but we didn't have it on the show, so we couldn't vote for that. What I can't remember what she even said. Marjorie Taylor Greene, but I know she said something stupid.
Yeah, anytime she opened her mouth, she say something stupid.
She's always good for one. She's always good for one.
That's right.
Yeah. So with that being said, with no further revelry, let's go ahead and get that drum roll. For the small, eensy-weensy bag of dicks, we have Kanye West. Ye.
Yeah.
Ye or is Yeezy these days? What's
I think it's just Ye.
I think it's just
His shoes or his clothing line is Yeezy, but he is Ye.
Okay. Well, yay for him. This nigga.
Yay for him.
Yay for him. This nigga got a bag of dicks.
Nigga.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, my bad. I'm sleeping on the machine.
This motherfucker Brett Favre gets a medium bag of dicks.
This motherfucker, bro.
Maybe he can use those bags to help support the next structure he builds on the southern Mississippi campus. I
tell you one thing, he is definitely in the MF. Mississippi fucker.
Okay. Well, he been fucking over the poor people in Mississippi. He got a bag of dicks to do it with now. So,
can I interrupt? Wait,
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
interrupt. So, sports scumbag of the year went to Brett Favre 2 days ago. So we are not alone.
Hey,
we are not alone. Now, I don't know who the New Republic is. Now, I may have to go digging and validate who this news folks are, but they feel that he is the same fuckwad as we do. Continue on.
All right. Oh, drum rolls? Oh, my bad.
The biggest bag of dicks belongs to these motherfucking mass shooters.
Yes.
These motherfuckers went in and targeted black people, targeted Hispanic kids, and walked out of there in several cases without targeted a LGBT club. And for the most part, a lot of situations walked out of there without a scratch on them. Fuck them niggas.
Fuck them niggas.
And they daddies, too. They daddies who used to do porn, who was real scared that their son was in the gay bar. You can get one of them dicks, too, Pops.
Speaking of porn.
We don't do gay. We don't do gay.
Speaking of porn, we can get this some thought. Can we change the size of the Dick Award to famous porn stars?
Wow.
Like the Wesley Snipes, John Holmes.
That might require an explanation, which I'm not willing to do. So
I watch porn.
Someone's gonna have to do the research.
No,
that's fine. Yeah, I don't watch porn. Get out of here.
I watch porn, but I ain't trying to judge nobody's dick.
It ain't gotta be about that. It can be like
on that. You guys need me to.
Yeah, there you go. They laughing and got it. All I'm saying, but also it can be just like the most famous like stars. You ain't gotta be about to. Yeah, you ain't gotta look at it and have a fucking measuring tool on your screen. Anyway, that's why I'm not allowed to talk. There we have it, though, man. Those bags have been handed out. Hopefully, these men put them to use. Before we get into it, with the Reset Asteroid second court date. Episode 217. We're not gonna play the whole thing. We didn't play the whole thing on the show. It's a 9-minute clip, but we'll play the first part. Get into it.
What is it? Intentional infliction of emotional distress?
Yes.
Is that the claim here?
Yes,
okay. It is. That's not something that's really justiciable in district court.
I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
I said that's not something that's justiciable in district court. That has to be brought in circuit court.
So you said it's not permissible in district court. It has to be taken to circuit court?
That's an equitable action, yes. Mm-hmm. Mr. Jordan, let me just ask you this. Are you planning to represent yourself on this?
To be honest with you, sir, I thought this was just going to be thrown out. We had a date, one date and nothing else after that. And now I'm being sued for $10,000. I don't see how this is going to go any further. I think it's a waste of your time.
The problem is this. You know, if you think it should be dismissed, you know, you need to file the appropriate motion. You need to file a motion to ask for that.
In that letter, he lied. And then that's what brought forth the perjury. It was never perjury in the beginning. It was perjury after his response.
Well, you can't say, listen, he has the right to put whatever is in the answer.
I'm not saying he can't, but
you can't add another count because you don't like or you disagree with what is in his answer.
If he responds and his response is a lie, it's perjury, then my documents will prove that he lied and his response.
No. It's his version. First of all, do you understand what perjury is?
Yes, I understand perjury is a lie. I know what perjury means.
Hey, dog, when this nigga set up and turned around with that big ass face shield on, party, nigga. He is so fed up.
Wait a minute, do you understand what perjury means?
And my man sitting there with that big ass polo shirt on, like, see that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
This is why it was only one day, son.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
It's a statement, a false statement made under oath. So
exactly, and I got documents that prove he was lying.
You don't understand. It's a false statement made under oath. Under oath.
That stated a
when
lie.
he testified.
I don't know if we have a definition of feminine toxicity, but she gonna be the fucking poster child once we get it, nigga. That blonde wig gonna be the fucking icon, nigga. Anyway.
Hey, she done shit on a pillow before.
Yeah, she done shit on a pillow before, for sure. My man just leaned back and was just like, I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm just gonna shut up and I'm just gonna listen.
Ah, shit, I love it.
Hey,
And
shout out to the clerk that leaked this.
shout out to the clerk that leaked this, for sure.
Thank
You. You the real plug.
Thank you.
You the real plug, baby.
Real MVP.
Or baby guy, or whoever the fuck, yeah. So on to it. That was second court date, like I said before. Episode 217, second court date. On to you, Anthony. You got it.
All right. Okay. So I have the privilege to announce the Reset Asteroid Award. This award goes to the nominee that, we just hit us with the asteroid, destroy the world. This is just too crazy to mention in words or whatnot. Last year's winner, 2021's winner, was episode 148, where we had a good time with this one. I Am Incest, where just go back and listen to it.
There was the mother had given her child up for adoption, and later on had found the child and started dating him.
Yes, that's the sum.
Yes.
And just listen to that episode.
More than dating, from what I know.
Yeah, like family members were getting beat up behind this bullshit. That's what the part that fucked me up. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, all right, and your nominees are episode 214, The Case for Extinction. 10-year-old rape victim in Ohio affected by Roe. Elon Musk's dad impregnates stepdaughter 40 years his junior, and Brazilian a Brazilian anesthetist rape drug women during C-section.
Oh.
That was episode 214, The Case for Extinction.
Mm-hmm.
Second nominee, episode 202, No More Roe, Roe v. Wade overturned. And then episodes 204 and 206, mass shooters. The Uvalde mass shooting, the Buffalo mass shooting, plus the Colorado and the University of Virginia mass shootings. All right. And drum roll, please. But before we give the drum roll, does anybody have any comments to any of these nominees?
Just that, nigga, what that doctor was doing. That doctor was doing, that is disgusting.
Yes,
disgusting.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Anyway.
So, anyway, drum roll, please.
My bad. Hold on. Premature drum roll. I had the mic off. I was going to talk about the case for extinction because, kind of stumbled through that. Okay. The 10-year-old rape victim in Ohio. So basically, it made national news after Roe v. Wade came out. Each state got to decide what they were going to do about, abortion law. So Ohio became very strict and said that you would not be able to get an abortion in the state. And in that state, a 10-year-old girl had been raped and had to travel to Indiana, I believe, to get an abortion because her cousin or something like that, I forgot who it was, but somebody who was very close to her had raped her. Yeah, and the dude was like 24 or something stupid. So throw fucking several hot rocks at that nigga. Elon Musk, it wasn't. I say of the three issues, that's probably coming in third. But Elon impregnated his stepdaughter
For the second time.
For the second time. Yeah, that's crazy. Woody Allen shit right there, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Woody Allen,
and then
damn,
the Brazil. Go ahead.
And I said Woody Allen probably was like, damn, I could have did it while she was that young. Damn.
Yeah. I don't know how old she was.
She was 18, 19.
Yeah.
Okay. I just know that 40 years is junior, so I don't know at what point that took place. Yeah.
And his stepdaughter also.
Yeah. And then the Brazilian anesthetist, basically what was going on is somebody was drugged up to get a C-section. And he was the one who drugged her up. And then behind the curtain, we could see the video of this motherfucker sticking his dick in her mouth. And that nigga need to
die.
Well, I think we came with some very creative ways to get this motherfucker out the picture. I think
out the picture.
Turnabout was fair play. I think.
Yes.
We're gonna send this thing in.
Oh yeah.
In General Pop and put it over the loudspeaker. What he did, something I don't know.
Yeah.
So
we also said put that nigga in General Pop, sedate him to where he stays awake, and let them do the same thing.
Do the same thing. Yeah.
Talking about law.
Twilight.
Law-abiding citizen type of shit.
Right.
I want you to watch. All right, you got it.
All right, ready?
Yep. Oh.
All right, drum roll. And your winner is episode 214, The Case for Extinction. Blow their asses up.
Oh yeah.
Finger snap.
All right. Keeping the show moving. But yeah, they all got everybody in that category. Yeah, they all got to go, and they all proof that for a large part of humanity, we ain't shit. Keeping it moving. Black Girl, episode 214. Also the case for extension. Black Girl addresses city commissioners after police killing. Let's play that clip.
I'm going to say it again. I'm 13 years old. All of you are adults. Adults, right? You can drive, you can drink, you can vote. I don't have that. When I asked my mom if I could be dropped off here, her response was, "Is it safe? Is it safe?" We had someone come up here and talk, and don't teach our children to disobey those who are protecting us. I don't see them protecting me. If you want to talk about those protecting me, I look to those who are standing right now because my trust isn't in them. I don't trust any of you. I don't trust any of the police officers because you have shown time and time again that we cannot trust you. I go to City High Middle School, just voted the top high school in the state. You know what they teach us? teach us to speak up for yourself. We're IB learners, right? We're smart. None of you are smart. None of you can recognize murderers. You can identify that there is a problem, but you cannot fix it. I don't know much about the law. Again, I'm young, but I'm pretty sure an accomplice to a murder should be arrested. And right now, all of you sitting and doing nothing are accomplices to a murder.
Please refrain from the additional commentary. If you could let her finish.
I am frustrated.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
And frustrated can't even begin how absolutely terrified I am to live here. I'm expected to raise my kids here. I'm expected to go outside and walk my 5-year-old little brother. God forbid we look too scary. God forbid he accidentally is wearing his hood and we get the police called on us because we are window shopping to go steal later. I don't want to keep coming here. Trust me, this is not how I want to spend my night. I don't want to come here. I don't want to sit here and I don't want to have to beg you to stop killing people. That's not what I want to do. I have friends. I have other things that I could be doing, and I'm sitting in front of a group of adults who think murder is okay. And you can't sit here and tell me you don't think murder is okay because you're allowing it to happen. If you want to talk about God, you want to talk about Jesus, I'm a Christian. I don't know what God some of these people believe in, but it sure ain't mine. I have never read in the Bible where he said we should allow the people who are supposed to be protecting us kill us. I'm sorry, maybe I missed that scripture though. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Please, please do not make me sit here and scream another name. Do not sit here and make me beg. And God forbid that name is mine. God forbid that name is any of these people. God forbid. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hot fire.
Out of the mouths of babes.
Yes, sir. Slim AC, you got it.
Yes, sir. So the next category, and remind me, these have sound, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next category is fresh baked bread. This is a category where we are, there's pretty much a call of action. There's pretty much just moments that we shared with each other that were very important to us as a unit, as a group, as a team. So last year's winner, appropriately titled, was Reach Out to Your People, which was episode 145. When we had some discussions and some things surrounding that, and around mental health and how it's important to, continue to check on each other, even if it's just a text message or just what's up, how you doing, hello, like, hey, thinking about you. So that type of stuff. So this is kind of the embodiment of that category. So we'll start with our nominees. So this year's first nominee is from episode 185. It is Hope for the Harvest.
It seems that way. We're heading back to, I feel it, especially down here in the South, that we're heading back to the Jim Crow era of when shit was damn near impossible for change for black folks, because of this white way of thinking, this supremacist white way of thinking.
Let's just say most of the public are followers of whatever is going on. So who is our political voice right now, or political voices that are drawing attention to these subjects and these matters that will get us more involved? I'm curious to know.
I would say
Gary Chambers,
Slim AC, KC Stewart, Ted Peters, Lady Lavender,
Zeb the Soldier.
Zeb the Soldier, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Zeb said it, we only do what we can do.
I fuck with that. I fuck with that.
We out here trying to, if nobody doing it, we doing it.
Let's say there's 10, 15, 20, 30 people who listen to us, weekly and listen to what we do, then, most of us have kids and everything and whatnot. So as long as you keep setting the example, setting the mode, you never know what seed you're planting for the next person to step up and be the one who really has a powerful impact.
more powerful than you. So all we can do is continue planting seeds and hope that one day they're going to harvest somewhere. All right. So that was episode 185, Hope for the Harvest. Our next nominee is episode 200, the artist soon to be known as. This is basically the commemoration of the 200th episode of the Brothers Breaking Bread, where we all get together, we discuss and share our feelings about the podcast, what it's meant to us, and, you know, how we feel we can, you know, move things and do better in the future.
I think you said a lot of really great things about it. I think for me, it's been really great seeing the growth of not just the content, but like you said, the way the interactions take place, and then growing to have the different award shows, I think are really, really awesome. So I'd love to see even more of that happening, and just that the brainstorming, I think, that happens behind the scenes, which helps to make the show really, really great on the front end of it. So I'd like to see even more of all the greatness that has been happening so far.
It's been a beautiful thing for me. You know, I've known Joe for a long time, and so, you know, that's how I just say that to say that's how I got connected with the show as a guest. For whatever reason, he, you know, invited me on one episode, and I just kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt the brotherhood, basically. You know what I'm saying? And so, excuse me. And so, like, can I talk, please? Sorry about that.
You ain't gotta apologize. Hey, everyone, that is the next Brothers Breaking Bread member day. Trying to get their voice heard. We appreciate it.
Next generation, yeah. Learn some words. So, I mean, for real, it's been a. To be honest with you, man, it's been a motivation for me to get some shit together, connecting with y'all every week on a week-to-week basis, and I would hope that same type of motivation that I've gotten from interacting with y'all, other people are getting from what we do.
Right on. I love that clip there, because that clip there just kind of shows the complexity of what we do week to week. You know, you heard Zeb showing love for all of us, him and Joe showing love for each other, and then you saw them arguing. That's what happens. That's what families do. So we love the fact that we can never, you know, turn around and get back to that. So that was episode 200, the artist soon to be known as. The next episode is episode 212. Might just get hit with the Rico. So in this episode, as you all know, this year I lost my mom. And this was pretty much my first episode back, and just getting back with my brothers and everybody, just showing support. So,
Slim AC, man, what's going on, pimp?
What's good, people?
What's good, man?
Shit, man. I'm actually doing pretty good, all things considered. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't need to really say it. All of y'all know kind of what went down and what happened this week with me. I got to be a 7-year-old kid this week, man. Crazy. I got to sit next to my mom for like 9-10 hours a day, and literally. So let me preface something. Y'all know how I feel about music, right?
Yes.
The reason my palette is diverse, and the reason I am the way I am about music is because of my mom. So she like planted that seed early. So literally, like all the songs that she would sit and sing and play, and me and my mom used to have a thing where I was 6 or 7. We would sit in the dark and listen to like records, or she would record songs off the radio, and we would just listen to shit for hours. So, you know, Wednesday, for 18 hours, we sat and just listened to music. And I got to be 7 years old again, man. So, I made a lot of peace this week, and, you know, it was actually really good. So that's why I say I'm in a pretty good space right now, man, because I got more of an opportunity than a lot of people have gotten in that situation to make my piece. Yeah, so that was episode 212. Might just get hit with the RICO. Episode 230, 8 Billion Stories is next. This is where Kim and Joe discuss the passing of a great KC icon.
The world clock is counting down to 8 billion people. Should be happening anytime now. Went to a visitation today, so somebody's trying to keep the average down just a little bit, you know. Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with Calvin Wainwright.
The name sounds very familiar.
Calvin Wainwright was a pillar of this community.
Oh yes.
You know.
It just hit. Yes. Keep going.
Yeah. Calvin Wainwright. His son is a guard for the Phoenix Suns off the bench. You know. But he has for like the last 30, 40 years been teaching kids the game of basketball, and you know, teaching religion in the same breath with that, and turning young boys into men. You know, sometimes you need that visual to confirm that what you heard is true, and that somebody that you admired is gone from this earth. Kind of scrolled through my text messages with him. You know, he's not somebody that I was, you know, deeply engaged with, but, you know, we would exchange pleasantries. You know, if you saw something happen on Facebook, you check in on them, that type of thing.
Right.
And, you know, so he was definitely a beacon in this world, and it is sad to see that light extinguished.
Yeah, I had to pass that on to Pops. My dad refereed basketball, high school basketball, for very many years. And I remember him speaking about Coach in particular, and just some of the interactions he had with him. So definitely a huge loss to our community locally.
All right, so those are categories for Fresh Break Bread this year. We're going to go around the horn real quick here and get some tallies so we can see who our winner is. So, keeping with the theme, we'll go yay or nay. We'll go for episode 185, Hope for the Harvest. Do we have any yay or nays there? Okay, no yay or nays there. Episode 200, the artist soon to be known as commemoration of the 200th episode. Do we have any yays or nays there?
I got a yay for it.
Okay, there's one for there.
You said yay too, Anthony? We can't hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 yays for episode 200?
Yep.
Okay. Episode 212 might just get hit with the RICO. Any yays or nays there?
There's 2 there.
There's 2 for that one.
And Joe, that's 3.
Okay. And then I guess you say 8 billion stories, but I assume with that we outnumber. So my vote is for episode 212 as well. So your winner.
Let's break bread and make bread. Cultivate a heart to be your soft and fresh baked bread, so that I can show love to my fellow man. Understand the unity, incomprehensible congruity.
Love it.
My guy Zeb. Well, with that, the winner of Fresh Break Bread category for 2022 is episode 212. Might just hit with the RICO, Celebration of Life for Mom Cole.
Yes, sir. Sorry, had to cough.
Yeah, I think that one was great for many reasons, just like the way you were honoring her and the way you got to connect to the music, but it's also that reminder of always breaking bread with people whenever you can while they're still here. So that was great.
And, go ahead.
And I mean, I hate that because the term safe space has been hijacked by a lot of Karens, and I hate how it sounds sometimes. But you guys have said it. I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it all the time. It's what it's all about, us coming together, and not just talking about the world and how it affects us, but also talking about our accomplishments. Things that affect us, passing, a loss, and to come on here and not knowing who's going to listen to you being vulnerable, I mean, that was my vote, right? 'Cause that's what it's all about: being vulnerable with your people, and then also sharing your passion, your pain, the things that keep you up at night, the things that make you sleep well at night. That's what it's all about. So yeah, bro.
So for me, just to provide my perspective on that, number one, I had not heard that since we recorded it. Like I hadn't really listened to it. Not really always easy to reminisce on. But two things. One, the fact that I appreciate the fact that we are able to put something on tape or whatever you want to call it. It's 2022 and no damn tape, but we're able to put something out there that is documented, like for a time period of that we can draw back to and remember this time when we were there. And the second is to be able to share that. I'm not a very talkative person. I don't talk to a lot of people. I don't deal with a lot of people, and I damn sure don't put out any emotions or any thoughts like that as far as emotionally what's going on with me to a lot of people. So through this podcast, there are particular people, like you all were checking on me at that time. Like it was just a whole family feel. And everybody was checking on me and making sure I was good. And it was just it was a moment in time that I won't forget for obvious reasons, but there are other reasons that make it a time that I'm appreciative of. And you guys are a part of that appreciativeness that I have for that moment, to have a alternate support system. So yeah, it meant a lot to me.
Yes, sir.
Well, we appreciate you sharing your moment with us, on behalf of the Triple B.
Yeah, right on. Moving on to our next category, and as we stated earlier on, throughout the show, we've been playing sound bites, our best sound bites for 2022. There's one more sound bite to be played. This is Will Smith and Chris Rock, the slap heard around the world. And this was hold on now, episode fitting. It fits very well. Episode 196, Toxic Masculinity. Let's go.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Madness. So that
the way that nigga kept it together.
Ooh, hey.
Bravo.
Kept it together, and then also just very sad night for Will. Even though he won, he lost. You know what I'm saying? So once again, going through all the nominees for best soundbite. Episode 186, Hope for the Harvest. What is white privilege? Where we had that young lady give a read to the world for the most part. Episode 187, Your Math is Not Mathing. The young man came on there and basically gave a PhD level dissertation defending his argument, but put it on TikTok. Love it. Episode 187, Your Math is Not Mathing. Also, Gary Chambers burns the Confederate flag. Beautiful imagery. That's why sometimes I hate that we're not a visual podcast, because sometimes the clips that all you guys send in. The vision, the visual of it is lost. But also, Joe show notes all the time, so it's there for you. Episode 188, Big Bang P, Putin invasion of the Ukraine explained. A young black woman probably gave the most hood topic as far as like how a country gets invaded and why that country gets invaded. Love it. Episode 196, Toxic Masculinity. We just heard that. Will Smith slaps Chris Rock. Episode 197, If You Tell a Lie Long Enough. The Senate confirmation of KBJ. 214, Case for Extension. Black girl addresses city commissioners after police killing. Beautiful. I love it. 217, Second Date, Court Date. A young woman who had not appeared in court definitely did not understand what perjury means. Episode 225, FAFO. You couldn't see his race, but a white guy broke down. Fuck around and find out the XY axis of effing around, because Apple does not like curse words. Before we get into it, as far as the votes, 2021 winner was first nigga to say nigga. Oh my God, it brings back so many memories.
That is hilarious.
Hey nigga, what? Oh yeah. Feel it. You feel it, don't you? Feel that freedom. So let's get our voting out the way. Lady Lavender, since you up on top corner of my screen, what have you as far as your
I'm
vote?
voting for 214, the Case for Extinction. I think it just shows that there's hope for the youth. The youth give me hope. The youth are trying to help the older people change their shit, and hopefully it works so that the youth have better lives.
Okay. AC.
I got to go with Second Date, Court Date.
Second Date, Court Date. Slim, my bad. 10 meters.
Second Date, Court Date.
Second Date, Court Date. Honey Buns.
186, Hope for the Harvest.
Okay. Joe Jeff.
Second Date, Court Date.
Second Date, Court Date. Yeah, Casey Stork here. I'm gonna have to go Second Date, Court Date too, just because how ridiculous that was. I'm sorry. In the visual of it all, how like you have to watch it to see how frustrated that fucking judge was. The way this nigga turned around in his little cubicle chair.
Wait a minute.
Like she ain't even there, but he turned around like she was there.
Nigga, he looked
Wait
like.
a minute, do you know?
So hold on. So I gotta. So winner for this year, 2022, best soundbite, Second Date, Court Date, episode 217.
Can we get an acceptance speech from the judge and the plaintiff?
We need it.
Can you run some more tape, man?
Hold on. Oh damn, my bad. Cause I've been deleting it as I go along. Hold on.
Wait,
No, you good.
It's hyperlink.
There we go.
I'm looking here.
His response is a lie.
What? It's a false statement made under oath. Under oath. When did he testify to something that he lied about? It's a false statement made under oath.
Bottom line is, you said it's a criminal offense, so I will send it to circuit court. Are we done here?
No, you don't understand, ma'am. You don't understand.
Are we done here? Are we done here?
This nigga took his mask off. He did. This nigga went future on her. Mask off. Fucking mask off. Mask off.
Perjury is
what perjury
a
means.
false
I know exactly what perjury
statement
means.
under
I know
oath.
what perjury means. Are we done
No,
here?
you
Is it a
don't.
criminal offense or not?
What statement? I don't see anything in the complaint that says he made some false statement under oath.
Because you don't know what happened. You're on the outside looking in. You don't know anything.
But you're the plaintiff. Wait a minute. You are the plaintiff.
Are we done here?
You have to
Are
lay
we done
out
here?
your
Are we done
allegations
here?
properly.
Are we done?
Nigga, I'm exhausted hearing this.
That nigga
I
that
can't even
bonus
imagine
shit,
it, dog. I'm ready to lay down just hearing that shit.
Hey man, I want all 9 minutes of it though.
No, we're not doing it. Not today.
Come on, no.
Show notes. It will be there.
Notes.
That woman's voice is aggravating.
When I was trying to get the image in my head of what the judge looked like as a visual, nigga, it came to me. You remember next Friday, the nigga Pinky? He was stomping, and that hair was swinging around?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nigga, that's what the fucking judge remind me of Pinky when he got mad. Say it again.
Can you see this? It's actually, it's a woman.
That's a woman?
I
ain't
told
a woman.
you that night. Mary Bell, Maribel.
But his first name's Herman though.
The judge is...
I don't believe you. Play some more.
The first name is Herman. His first name Herman.
They refer to him as she in one of these articles. But keep the party going, cause the clip is.
I saw the Maribel, but I thought that was Herman. We're gonna play a little bit more. We're gonna play a little bit more. I got food I ordered. I got to get to.
Done here. I know exactly what perjury means.
No, we're not.
Do not insult my intelligence.
You have to
do not insult my intelligence.
You have to lay your complaint out. You have to allege this in the complaint. You have not.
Please do not insult my intelligence.
It's not about that. You don't think. I don't think you understand what perjury is. It's a false statement made on oath.
Are we done here? Are we done here?
I said no.
God, she's so fucking annoying.
I said no.
So my man, but it says on the YouTube page though, this is Judge Herman, Maribel Jr.
Yeah. I pulled up the wrong judge. My apologies.
I'm about to say that should say Herman.
Herman was done.
I get it. Hey, it don't matter no way. If it was Hermnisha or Herman, they was fed up with this shit.
But do you understand? But do you understand what perjury?
She don't understand. She don't understand that the sun is still hot at night. How the fuck she don't understand perjury, nigga?
What you mean the sun is still hot at night?
But it's dark, nigga.
But the
Anyway,
sun is still hot.
keep it moving.
No, we're not done here.
So that wraps up all the best of sound bites. So the next two award categories are having an interlude. So we'll go straight to Lady Lavender.
Yeah, so we've done the sound bites. We still have some more sound we're going to hear from this category. This category is called the You Ain't Shit Award or the Duck Boat Award. So it's all about times during the recording of Brothers Breaking Bread podcast where participants kind of go a little off a little bit. Like something that maybe is kind of serious gets taken a little bit more comical, or something we just do what we do, basically, is what happens on these clips here. So we've got 3 nominees. The first nominee is episode 192. Well, this whole episode was called Coloreds Crackin' Crackers. I'll let you listen to the clip so you can hear a little bit about what was happening on this episode.
My friend. Hey, 10, how you living, my friend?
Well, first of all, it's not 10. It's Tony.
It's who?
It's Tony.
Tony.
That's right. You will address me by my government name, Tony.
Government? Where'd you go to school at, the inner city?
That's what his mama named him Tony. That's what I'm gonna call him, Tony.
Tony.
Okay. We're not too much big on the government around here.
Yeah, we do kind of hate the government.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm doing just fine there. Just fine.
Never.
I heard.
You never will.
I don't need to see your ACTs. I heard her speak. I can tell she got a 24 on the ACTs.
Who?
How
can you tell that, sir? How can you tell that? From the way she talks. She's highly educated.
Yes.
Oh, she can read a teleprompter.
Who?
Candace Owens. Of course she can read a teleprompter.
Of course she can read a teleprompter.
Unlike that Mallory lady, she probably can't read a teleprompter. She need to get hooked on phonics.
But that's because she speaks her own thoughts, sir.
We don't know that.
We can tell that.
She probably controlled by the Jews.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's the Jews. Gotta be the Jews.
They got weather machine. It's just more Biden stuff. Exactly. Representative Brian Babin to Newsmax, one of the greatest news outlets out there right now in America.
Yes,
one of the greatest.
That's what we get all our news.
Biden.
That's how you know it's true, right?
That's how you know it's true. Newsmax. You can't get more news than that. It's Newsmax.
No.
It's literally in the name.
It's in the name.
That's the
maximum
news.
The maximum news you can get.
Maximum amount of news you get. It's Newsmax.
We ain't gotta read the story. He just said unleash American energy immediately. I'm sure Slim AC got something to say that. You remember the history of gasoline and petrol.
Hey, you down there in Texas? Hey, you down there in Texas? Get them pumps moving.
Get them pumps moving, boy. I mean, friend.
Use me, sir.
Huh?
Use me, sir.
Did you fart?
You call me boy?
Oh, you said excuse me. I thought you farted.
I think you said you was his boy. Even regardless of your opinions, he was saying you're still his boy.
You're still my boy. I'll take it back even further, sir. Even further. When these so-called kings and queens were swinging from tree branches in the African jungle, the white man was helping get us free here in America.
That's right.
Oh, you got to explain this one to me.
What do you mean?
Explain that Civil War.
Your kings and queens have been fighting over there in Africa with the baboons for years. Hold on. I gotta be the last thing. I object, nigga.
So in case you couldn't tell on this episode, it was kind of Twilight Zone-ishy, where the brothers breaking bread
I hate that fucking episode.
took on the opposite kind of side.
You went full like child rape on that episode, nigga.
Time out. This nigga said you hate that fucking episode, bro. You made
I listened to it. No,
that was that deep cut.
You did that.
That was that. No. That was that deep cut. Joe.
Nope, I'm not gonna let you do it.
Joe saved you. Joe saved. I was like, why we go to kid rape, nigga? What happened?
No, because I edited and did his little intro.
God.
Hold up, man. I edited it so you had this nigga intro, and then there's this like awkward ass pause.
Yes, that's the part. I know the episode.
That's the part where we cut out this nigga saying the wildest shit he just said.
Cause Joe called me and was like, "Hey man."
I'm glad you cut that shit, cause I don't like that.
Joe was like, "Hey man, should we cut this out?" I was like, "Yes."
I'm going in with both feet. Fuck that. I'm going in.
I was drunk that night.
Nigga, you said you had a girl in the basement, nigga. I said, hold up.
Wait. Don't tell nobody.
Hold up.
He was trying to be in character. That's all.
I get it. I get it.
Digging deeper.
We were selling out. We're not rapists. Nigga. I don't know what we talking about.
Okay. This is
way too far.
It's Lady Lavender's turn. She got it. My bad.
Another time where things got off the rails a little bit was in episode 224. Kind of the segue leading into Coach Udoka's what's the word for this thing? Entanglement, I guess.
Yeah, that's what Jay just said. Oh, okay.
Well, just like they rated in Mar-a-Lago for the boxes, we got another nigga that's out here for the boxes.
Boxes. Like this going somewhere.
Boston Celtics head coach Emi Udoka is out for the boxes, bro.
Oh, God. Oh.
He's out here trying to get him.
Oh,
D-Lo wasn't good enough. He said, you want some of this long dick?
That might be the Segway Hall of Fame first.
Segway Hall of Fame.
The Segway Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, well played.
That was my first episode in charge of Segway, so you know what I'm saying. I had to come out shine.
Go hard. Yeah.
You went hard on that one.
He literally came out hard.
He checked all boxes on that one. Another episode we had nominated for this category of You Ain't Shit Duck Boat Award was the FAFO episode, Fuck Around and Find Out. So in this, there's a lot of stuff happening in this episode. In this scene, we're going to hear about when a lady killed or burned her roommate for some food stamps.
All right. Okay. Whew. Okay, hold on. This is bad. We should probably just go to bed. I don't know if we should finish the show with this.
Nigga, we are here.
We are here. It's like when you at the top of a roller coaster. Nigga, fuck it.
Oh shit!
I blame Kim and Anna for this because we can't organize. This shit should have been somewhere in the front of the show, bro.
It should have been, but here we are. Okay, I'm gonna try to read this article. I'm gonna try to read the headline. Oh, my head is hurting. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Oklahoma woman admits strangling female housemate to death during fight about food stamps and trying to burn the body on 2 different days.
Look at that whole fucking headline, bro. Hold on, go back to the headline. There's so much in there, bro.
Dog, do these motherfuckers not believe in commas or lowercase letters?
Nigga, that headline is so aggressive, bro.
Aggressive. It should have been in all caps.
Oklahoma woman admits to strangling female housemaid to death during a fight about food stamps. And it burns about 2 different days. Nigga, one wasn't enough.
Okay.
I feel like
that just fucked up the whole show.
You gotta make a deal.
What happened? The Indian heritage?
Food stamps. You on meth, not cocaine.
Yeah, we just out here burning Native American women.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
How about that?
You started laughing, nigga.
Say something wild, but I don't want to say it, bro.
Say it.
No.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Say it. Indian burn.
No.
You brought back a bottle of fire water to burn.
Okay, I'm going to bed. This ain't no good.
It fucked up the whole show, bro. We should have had this shit earlier.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so as you can see, and it's just 3 episodes where things got a little off the rails. So let's go around the horn and see how we vote for these. So we've got Colors Cracking Crackers, Stealing from the Poor, the segue that was there, and then, of course, the discussion on this article about the woman who killed her housemate over some damn food stamps. So, Kim, let's start with you.
What you say?
Kim.
Okay.
Go with episode 225. Fuck around and find out. Yeah.
Okay. AC, what you got?
Yeah, this was a sleeper and came out of nowhere late, so I'm going with 225. Fafo episode.
All right, Joe, what you got for this category?
The whole Color Cracking Crackers, the whole thing is a duck boat. Like, it's just like the Titanic of duck boats. So I'm going KKK.
Oh,
10
shit.
meters.
Oh, I got 225, Fafo. Oh, shit.
All right. Roger, what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with 225. I forgot about Indian burn followed by Firewire. Nigga, I forgot about that.
All right. So I don't even need to vote on this one. The winner is going to be the FAFO episode. I would say that for me, I also agree that whole episode of Colored Cracking Crackers just seemed like it was just the whole. It wasn't just like 10 meters comments. It was like everybody was doing a lot before the music came and we came back to normal reality. But the winner is for 2022, You Ain't Shit. Honorary Duck Boat Award goes to Fuck Around and Find Out. Episode 225. That segment there about the woman who killed her Native American roommate over some food stamps.
I forgot about.
I want to recount. I'm gonna go back and re-edit this shit, and I'm gonna bring you out the shit we cut out. This shit.
Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it,
Joe. No.
Don't do it.
No, Joe.
Hey,
no,
dog.
Please don't.
I'm just saying. I forgot about Indian birds and Firewater, nigga. I was
thought
like,
that was bad, nigga.
Right.
Hey, okay.
I mean, you gotta say that it must be pretty bad if you've got to edit something out of the show for this show.
Oh, it
They
was
just like,
bad.
we can't even play this on this show. Like, we got to take this all the way out. That's pretty bad. So that's like,
It was
It was too far. It was too far.
Way too far.
I demand to look. I'm gonna motherfucking put y'all on hostage, nigga. Either we recount, or I'm gonna make the re-edit. I'm gonna just release that motherfucker.
No, don't do it. Don't do
We're
it.
gonna take our podcast, dog. Don't do it.
podcast, they might take your job, bro.
That is a thing.
Yeah.
That is a thing, nigga.
That's why we try to save niggas with that. So anyway.
All right, man. So keep. Oh man, that nigga Joe saved you. Shit, I'm laughing. But keeping it moving forward, man. Our last category is best episode. On to you, brother Joe.
So again, this is the culmination. This is the best picture category, basically. What everybody's striving to get towards the best episode. And so we have previously done our voting, so I have the ballot. I will tell you a little bit about last year's episode, and then what I want to do is ask if anybody would like to, take an episode and tell us why they thought it was a special episode. So last year, the 2021 winner was I Am Incest. We have talked about that a little bit today already. Again, I don't remember what happened in the rest of the episode. I do believe there was some fuckery that took place afterward. I think maybe a woman tried to wrestle an alligator at a birthday party or some shit. That might have been in that same episode. And that didn't go very well for her. But there was, again, a woman who, just like our friend here, didn't know the definition of perjury. That bitch didn't know the definition of incest either. So, you know what I'm saying? So I think those two are kind of linked in my mind.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let somebody. Does anybody want to take on 207 and talk about the cookout?
Is that where we were having imaginary plates and white people we were inviting to cookouts?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll take it. I'm trying to think an individual thing.
If this nigga had to ask which episode it was, you probably shouldn't be the one to take it.
Oh no, I just reminded myself it's like what the category, what it was about. I think for me, I enjoyed it because we always have on Twitter and Facebook and social media whoever's invited to the cookout, and to actually put it on, record it, and talk about what white person or a person who was not black we were allowed to come to the cookout. And then we got into what plates they would get, that they could take a plate, all this other shit. So just getting the idea of people who are outside our race, who we fuck with and think who are about the cause, even if it's done through joking. I don't know. I enjoyed that idea. I did. And I think it was it you? I think it was you, Joe, who brought that up as far as like a category of something we should talk about.
Yeah. It's one I'd like to do again. I think it's a show we can do maybe annually.
Yes, sir.
And I liked how we kicked off the party with a party type song with the Summer Madness. And, yeah. So anyway, with that all being said, the next one is the VSOP episode, Violating Standard Operating Procedures. So the name came from AC, and I think I think AC was a participant in some of the best things at the end. So if you want to talk about that, AC, could you do that for me, please?
I'm trying to remember. So that episode, I believe we had we hung on and had a little freestyle session between me, Zeb, and Joe at the end, just having fun and fellowshipping there, and that was fun. I also think this was a moment where Ten and Joe were talking about baseball, and where
that was where Ten was baiting Joe to talk about baseball, and then shit on what he baited me to do, which pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, that was an honorable mention. Go to sleep moment in that show. But no, man, it was like really a fun show. Really good synergy with that show. You know, we were just really, really all in a good space together, and we really enjoyed each other that show. So it was a good time.
Absolutely. Government in my guts. Who wants to take this one?
I think Kim should take that one.
In order for us to get to government in my guts, I hate saying that. We were talking about, actually, that was a really good show because we were talking about Deshaun Watson and his whole shit that he had going on at the time. And then there was Rolling Stone had its top 100 hip hop albums. So everybody kind of went around and was talking about their hip hop album and stuff. So that was kind of like around that episode. And then in the actual episode itself, we were talking about, you know, Roe versus Wade, but also how other reproductive rights of women, which we're now kind of seeing come into fruition now, could be at risk. Things like, you know, long-term birth control options, you know, now being at risk. So we were touching on some topics that were affecting a lot of women's guts at that time.
In the guts.
In the guts.
And I think it just got a little bow on the end where you went ahead and crystallized it with that those immortal words. And I don't know why you hate saying them. You said it.
Because the way I said it in my conversation, you know, with my Heavenly Father, people just took it and went the wrong way with it. But you know, that's okay. I mean, we can all
the wrong way what you saying for the Lord to put something in your guts.
Put something in your guts.
I'm wondering, Kim, sorry to be an antagonist against you in this, but just now it seemed like you were emphasizing your Heavenly Father. So when you're with the men that are getting in your guts, are you a fan of the Big Daddy and Daddy comments with them?
No. Ain't nobody getting called Daddy around these parts.
She lying.
And I ain't called on the Lord in yet a long time.
She lying. You said a long time, so you have though.
I haven't called on the Lord.
So
you said in a while.
Heavenly Father in your guts. Is this a Virgin Mary? Is this an Immaculate Conception type situation going on?
It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be.
Okay.
That's what it is. But see, didn't nobody hear that day. Everybody heard what they wanted to hear.
I heard what you said.
No, you heard
what
you
heard
wanted
what
to
you
hear.
said.
I heard what you said,
and I know what you meant, and it got taken out. But it was an entertaining episode from that point.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard what you said.
It's definitely one beyond the obvious, you know, laughs at the end. It was definitely one that I enjoyed listening to for several weeks after the fact. Beyond that, I'm saying the content of the show. Yeah, I think it was good. Yeah, it was talking about I think the advent of Roe versus Wade. It's probably before Roe versus Wade took place. Yeah. Or might have been right after it. I don't remember exactly how the time went, but I think it was a pretty good show. Yeah.
Yeah, it was all happening it all happened within like that same week. That was a really intense week.
Yeah, especially praying for the Lord to put something in your guts. That's very intense.
Here we go.
And I know I was pretty drunk on that episode, so I had some shit to say too. So
yeah,
of course.
Joe didn't pray for nothing in his guts.
My bad. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Joe was drunk and he didn't pray for nothing in his guts.
It's true.
He was praying for some guts to put his guts in.
But do I need to remind you yet of a show where you said that you was gonna send our producer some stuff that you was gonna send our producer?
I said, oh, that's right. I was reminded that he's the producer of the show, and I said, that's probably bad. That's probably bad.
Okay.
Speaking of that, that's episode 2. Don't show me states. That's the title. Don't show me. Because I was like, nigga, Roger, you do not need to show me whatever the fuck you was gonna show me about no dick pics or nothing else. I ain't need that. Don't send that to me. Okay.
No, sir. We tight, but we ain't that tight.
Even though we wear Kansas City Royals hats, but you know what I'm saying. Don't show me. You know
yes, sir. I got you. I don't have you.
Also the episode where we got the sound clip, the fuck around and find out access. So, and I think it just won a category here, which was the duck boat. So, would anybody else like to speak on that one?
Don't forget that episode had, and it just came into my mind. This episode also had the spyware with the church in there, where Joe kindly said that they are hiring contract workers Do you remember that? He said they're hiring contract workers to support the porn addiction.
Yeah, they said I don't remember the context was like they
We
said
have live human support or something like that.
yeah, to support you in your not having to use porn, so we're gonna send out some models to to kind of handle that for you. I don't know. It's pretty wild.
Handle.
Yeah.
Models and some fleshlights. Just gonna pass them out. The collection.
Models and some fleshlights. Wow.
And I figure it's gonna be like the Taliban. Instead of niggas going high tech, they're gonna have to go low tech. We're gonna see niggas in caves with fucking
Playboys
and shit like that.
Playboys under the mattress.
You know what I mean? With that being said, excellent episode. The last one is episode 222. Negroes mourn Lizzie in a box. Negropeans mourn Lizzie in a box. Anybody want to speak on that?
The only thing I can remember from this episode was about the passing of Elizabeth. I was about to say Elizabeth Taylor.
I knew you was about to say Elizabeth Taylor, nigga.
Sweet Elizabeth. And how African Americans
White diamonds.
My bad. Nigga said white diamonds. African Americans and also Irish and Irish Americans were just going ham on her passing. That was the most memorable part of the episode that I remember.
For me, on this episode, a couple memorable things. This is one of the best check-in segments of the year with Joe and his salmonella burgers.
Them smoked burgers, nigga.
No. Get it right. They're not my salmonella.
Oh, yeah, that is slanderous. I apologize. That is slander.
This was also the episode where we had a soundbite earlier of Roger giving it to his mama.
I did not say I would. I said I would not give it to my mama.
But you be mad if somebody did give it to you.
I don't want to bite. My mama's legs is weak already. She don't need to be have no sex.
This race like a motherfucker, man. If I can't have it, nobody can.
No, I can have her.
And we all know, and Roger, Bosco, I love you, bro.
I know you do, fam.
This is the episode where we know Roger fucks up names. We know that. That's
murder.
That's understood. But this nigga fucked up names in the pregame, the middle of the show, and the postgame consecutively. It was amazing.
Consistency. Consistency is key, sir.
It was immaculate. That nigga said Shakisha bananas instead of Chiquita bananas.
They gotta have bananas in the hood too, not just in like Guatemala or where they come from.
That's the Aldi bananas right there. Bananas.
I think that's safe.
Bruh, like
Save a lot.
That sounds like a bag of dicks, really. Shakisha banana, that sounds like a bag of dicks.
Hey, but that episode 222, man, the way I ain't seen motherfuckers come together the way fucking black folks and Irish folks came together on Twitter. Not an intense tantric sex fucking escapade, nigga. That's the last time I seen motherfuckers come together that way, dog. These niggas was partying so hard on Twitter, dog. Like I think white people had to just mute Twitter altogether. They had to delete it from their iPhones because the way niggas was like, we don't care about this old white woman. We don't fucking care about y'all problems right now. Me and my Irish brothers about to link up. Yeah. It was good. It was good shit. Like I know we talked about the show a little bit, but that's what had me partying. Like the way niggas on Twitter and Irish folks were partying.
We were
so
going
good.
ham.
So good.
So those were our nominees. And good people, this is a culmination of the episode. This is it.
Oh, did we announce it already? The winner?
Not yet, but I'm asking if y'all ready for it.
We ready?
We ready, sir.
Roll, please.
All right, man. Drum roll, sir. episode 225. Don't Show Me State, aka the Fuck Around and Find Out episode.
All right.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Huzzah! That was a good episode.
Yes, indeed.
So that is the 2022 year in review.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before we get out of here, because it's time to get out of here. Real brief, real quick. Anything anybody want to say as far as we head into 2023? As I said, brief.
I just hope that we have a good 2023 from here on out with the brothers and sisters breaking bread.
All right. Anyone else out there? All right.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. As far as y'all, just hope we keep grinding, and I know we'll keep grinding, but whatever little minor conflicts we have, we'll fix it as a family, and as me and myself, man, just yeah, man. As far as I'm leaning on these babies, man, and I am 2023. My daughter, my son, twins going to college, man. I am very fucking looking forward to 2023. Anyone else out there? All right, man. Once again, this is our awards show 2022. I hope you enjoy the work that went into this, pregame meetings that went into this. As always, Brother Joe on the audio end of it with the clips, and also just all the things he does behind the scenes, and everybody as far as the time you give every week to this podcast. Very appreciated. No caveats out there, per my usual speech. Slim AC, Lady Lavender, half of the Brothers of Doom, Joe Jeff, Miss Honeybuns, 10 meters. I am the KC Stork. As we roll into this 2023, never, ever, ever miss a moment to break bread with your brothers and sisters. We out.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.